Yo, what is up, everyone? Can you hear me? Are we live? Are we live? What's up, DZ? What's up, Silver? What's up, Abraham? If you're still here, how you guys doing? Yeah, we'll see if some people show up. It's kind of weird. Didn't stream for 3 days straight, so we're back. We're back, and the market's down, so it is what it is. But yeah, how you guys doing? He says, "Where you at? Are you alive?" Dogging me, Boudang, and Ando. Yeah, the market's just still bearish right now. Potential bear trap setting up. What's up, Cater? How you doing, my man? What's up, the how-to? Nah, it was rough, but I'm still here. It's all good. Body's adjusting to the labor, to the 12 hours, but it's all good. Yeah, we only got 4 people in here. Where's everyone at? When are they gonna pump? I would imagine after this bear trap we're in. I mean, I'm still overall bullish. We're pulling back. A lot of things are, not as bullish as we want to be, like dogging me here. XCN's breaking down. I mean, what are you gonna do? Bitcoin held up very well. It's still holding our 382. Or not our 382, our 1272. So Bitcoin doesn't look horrible here. Just a slight correction. Everyone's bearish again. Ultimately, as long as we're over 101.7, we're still bullish. I think there's a large move coming still. Yeah, it will be worth it. Payday, and along with the YouTube revenue check this month, in the middle of the month, I should be back on my feet a little bit. Just a grind. When will engine hit $3? Says Ibrahim. I'm waiting to see if these guys are still here. That way we don't have to go over them twice. Sub Hunter, can we look at reactive network? Thinking about buying in once the price stabilizes. Reactive network. What is the ticker? Reactive. Alright, I thought we looked at that one. I guess not. Reactive network. Yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know, Silver, if the music's okay and the voice is okay. If this thing's gonna stabilize. I mean, could be it. We've seen this before to where it does this and then it just starts going up. But there's nothing really bullish on the overall chart for reactive network here. Going from the high to the low. On the macro scale, we say that daily candle chart. Got to get over 3 and then over 5 to be bullish, and then break out over 9.5, 10. Short term on reactive to see if there's any sort of a bottom being put in here. Yeah, I would say the only other thing we could do is just watch short-term price to confirm a bottom. And we go there. Yeah, I would say got to get over 2.5 pennies to confirm a bottom. But it does the same thing every time, where it pumps up a little bit sideways and then it just dies, pumps sideways, dies, pumps sideways. So the state of the market we're in right now, what are you at? You're at 2 pennies. You could easily go lower on this coin. So I would just keep it that simple to see if it is going to stabilize and hold a bottom. We'll even go a little bit more short term. We'll just go from here. Trying to see if it's respecting anything, but I don't really see anything. Yeah, I would just say 2 to 2.5 pennies. I would say 2.5 pennies. Short term 2.2, but doesn't look great at all. All I could really say is maybe if you think the bottom is in, take a gamble on it, because there's no telling. The RSI is down, so damn. What's up, Ari? How you doing? What's up, DZ? Welcome back in. We got a new job, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't stream for the last 3 days. I was just too tired. Working 6 to 6. By the time I get home, it's almost 7 o'clock and just dead tired. I couldn't do it. Nero, let me pull up Deck Screener. I don't have Deck Screener open. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything pumping. I haven't even really looked at the markets in the last 3 days. I just haven't had time. It's been just go, go, go all day long, every day. Honestly, don't think I've ever busted my ass that hard before. Nero, let me pull up Nero really quick here so we don't get behind. Oh, we already got it. Nero to the moon. But yeah, things like XCN and on, let me see, what are we looking at? Alright, we'll go over to Nero in just 1 second. Pretty sure we'll look at Dog and Me multiple times because it's falling down. It's coming down, but ultimately it's still holding structure. I mean, it's expected. It's still making the higher highs and the higher lows. I mean, it's just curled up here. Yeah, it's breaking our little flag pattern, but that's crypto for you. Never bullish, always bearish. But as long as we hold the higher low scenario, going from the high to the low, we just took out the 0.5 support. We're coming down to the 618. We could come as low as the 786 on Dog and Me and still be alive and on the chart here and put in a higher low. So you could technically right now still drop about 27% down to 3046, still be alive and then push right back up. But it's just the state of the market right now. Everyone's bearish right now. So I wouldn't worry too much about Dog and Me here. And then if we draw it a different way, low to the high there. Just took out that 382 bullish support off of that candle, that 3065. And you can see the 618's all the way down here. So hopefully it doesn't come down here because then you are going to start breaking structure. So we'll see if that other fib holds. And then Ondo, I don't know what Ondo's doing. Ondo's going to be a good play. I'm trying to get more serious at looking at what coins I'm going to buy since I actually do have a job and I can start buying in. I might have to buy a meme coin though, or Deck Screener coin, gamble play. Yeah, I mean, Ondo's not doing anything. It's stuck down below the 382. It's holding the trend. It doesn't look horrible. We just got to get back over 86. And then 120. But Ondo's holding up very well. Not a bad spot to be buying in, unless we're going to break down in the market, which I don't think we have time for. But Ondo's looking good. And then Ondo, of course, $20 to $25 I think is very possible. May go higher than that. Yeah, you hit the low to the high 382 and you're still bearish. Short term. But you're back down here. Not a bad price to be buying in, I would have to say. Once you get back over $1, you can be bullish on Ondo. What was the other coin? Oh, Mudang. Yeah, Mudang pulled back too, but I'm still bullish on it. It's still holding up. Is it because of the tariffs? Is that why we're coming down? Because Trump opened his mouth again? I think I saw something about he's increasing tariffs again, so we just never can be bullish. But here, Mudang still looks good. Low to the high accumulation. We are coming down again, but we're over the 236. We're over the 618. So as long as you're over this 18 level, you're still bullish here. I would still consider this a very good spot to buy in. for Moodang to have another spike up, almost a 10x up to $1.85. XCN is giving me high blood pressure. Would you convert to something that has potential before it takes off, or stick it out? Would appreciate your thought. Well, I mean, it's just what it is. What is XCN doing? I don't remember. XCN, it is coming down again. It did take out our 16.6 support level. But I did make an update on it today. Technically, if you want to pull it down, we're still in the pattern here. But you know, these patterns don't ever like to work out. And I said in the update that your last support hope is going to be this 1.4 level. Any lower than the 0.5, then we can't push the narrative anymore, and then it's over. Then I would just say, yeah, XCN is bearish at that point. But right now, we're trying to hold. We have to get back over 16.6. And to answer the question, I don't give advice like that, but I've said this before. I'm not going to buy XCN again. I bought the top. It died. The fact that it already ran from the bottom. I'm only buying coins that are down here. No, I'm not chasing green candles anymore. So if this one ends up coming back down, maybe, or ZBCN comes all the way back down, but I'm not going to buy ZBCN either. Even though it's a low market cap, it already ran. I can't do that. I got to buy something on the bottom. But if I was still holding XCN, I wouldn't be holding it. I would just go buy Spell or something. I'd go buy something on the bottom. Spell or Elon or ACH or FET, or VET rather. It says buy Dogamy and roll with me. Yeah, Dogamy's, like I keep saying, the overall Dogamy chart doesn't look horrible, so maybe dogging me. But I have to get money back in the market first. I have no money in the market. I can't even when I get paid, I have bills to pay, so I'm going to have maybe a couple $100 to throw at a coin. So I'm going to have to find a deck screener coin, more likely than not. That's hopefully going to run before the market takes off, which we're bearish right now, so we're not going anywhere. And as long as Ethereum's stuck, we're not going anywhere. So I'm not really worried about it. If I could just get in on a few coins, I'll be good. All right, let's look at Nero really quick here. Let me pull this up. I don't know if I have it right. We may have a black screen for just a moment. There we go. God dang it, it's not that. All right, so whoever asked for Nero, she came down a little bit. What is she doing? Low to the high. You're still holding the 382 short term. So technically, as long as you're over 4.1, you're still bullish. You're at 4.5 at the moment. 190 million market cap. I mean, it still looks good. It's still curling up here. It's just that pullback. We're still bullish over the 382. Any lower than the 382, then you do run the risk of breaking down. But the fact that you're curled up here, I would say it's not going to break down that far. You do have the 0.5236 here. So if you lose 4.1, you'll probably drop 24-25%. But ultimately, as long as you're over 3.4, the bottom is in. At some point, these coins will stop doing this, and they'll just go completely straight up. At some point, I don't know when that's going to be. But as long as it's obviously not breaking down, you know, if we start breaking structure and break it down, then we have a problem. But as of right now, your coin's just pulling back, and we're holding. So 14x to a new high, 306 on Nero. I'm just gonna have to find the best play I can. But yeah, like I said, I'm slowly getting a game plan. What's up, Zivit? How you doing? Oh, there's Ibrahim. Engine, yeah, Engine coin is not bullish at all. Is it going to go to $3, you say? $3 on Engine? What are we at, 7 cents? I would say probably not. This is what I was looking at a while ago when you said that. Very short term, I know this is weekly candles, but low to the high for any kind of hope for this to be a bottom. You did just tag the 786 at 6.8 here. So possibly it's setting up for a bottom here with the higher highs and the higher lows, the curl up on the bottom here. So hopefully that's it. I mean, it doesn't look horrible here. But as for engine going to $3, we'll look at it here, but I highly doubt it. No one talks about engine coin. And I know there's way more coins this cycle than last cycle. So even if this coin, whatever coin we're talking about, even if it has tons of hype behind it, I don't know if there's going to be enough people to buy the coins. But short term, you got your back over 9, and then 12 to be bullish, and then of course macro over 31. But zooming out on engine, I would say the bottom is in off of that structure short term there, and the fact that the price action came down here. I mean, we tagged the final area here. So I would imagine this is probably the bottom on engine. It's going to start going up from here. Could it go to I mean, it's an older coin, so you guys know that I say older coins. If you get a 5x out of a 2021 coin, then just get out and go along your way. A 618 retracement on this one from today, 90 cents maybe possible. So 90 cent to $1 would be about a 12, 13x. So yeah, maybe I would say $1 at most. Is it going to go up here to $1.90 to $2? I don't know. That's a 27x on an old coin. When there's so many new coins out, that's all I would say. But as it for going to $3, I mean, I don't know. I would say no, probably. It's never going to $3. But that's just my opinion. What's up, Ben? How you doing? ACH. Yeah, ACH is still holding up. Yeah, those long hours at work, 12-hour shifts, you're just doing this repetitive work constantly. Hot as hell. But, you know, you got time to sit there and think. So I'm just going over my head, just my game plan for once I finally do get back in the market of what I'm going to end up doing. And thinking about it, you know, I'm like, it's not a bad idea. Just sitting there dreaming about how I'm going to make it. Yeah, I mean, ACH here, I mean, the market's the way it is. What are we looking at? Hold on, monthly. Yeah, like I've said many times, we could still get a pullback like this on the monthly candles. Still got 28 days on the monthly candle here. So even if the price starts to break down here, there's a good chance it's going to turn into a large wick again. Excuse my voice. Just like the last monthly candle where it came all the way down here. Everyone was bearish, but then we came right back up. Same thing's happening right now. So I wouldn't worry too much about ACH. If you want to get technical on it, we'll just simply draw twice. I would definitely buy in on ACH right here because I don't think the market's going to break down. I think ACH is going to be an indicator. The fact on the monthly that's been holding up, if ACH actually breaks structure here and starts breaking down, then like I keep saying, then we had a problem. Then there's a chance we're not even getting a season. But we're holding the low to the high 618 at about 2, holding the trend. Doesn't look horrible. I'd imagine before long we'll be back over 2.5 here. And everyone will be bullish again. But zooming out on the macro, ACH looks beautiful here. Very good looking. We got Ari for 5. I appreciate that. Damn, where'd it go? Just disappeared on me. Thanks for your input. I appreciate the 5. I appreciate the support. I really do hope you make it, which I know you will. Yeah, I'm reading your things, Ben. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy Link, or I'm not gonna buy, but at some point Link, Ondo, Arrow, Um, not V chain. What's it called? VET. Yeah, V chain. ACH. There's so many different coins on my list, and there's some that I'm going to try to put more money into than others. A lot of them are going to be rollover plays. But yeah, rollover plays, and then newer coins with small market caps. Hopefully I'm prepared this time. It's just going to take one good trade to get me back in, and then it's off to the races. Yeah, you guys, like Ben, you think these AI RWA coins are going to be good plays? Yeah, what's the next, like what does Natix do? Is Natix still running? I was looking at the layer 1 RWA plays, trying to find the next good coin. What's up, Eldor? Yeah, I saw your comment. Yeah, this one's still almost in the same spot. We're still holding over the 1414 at 3015. We tried to have that little break. Well, we did have the breakout, and we're just kind of consolidating here. It's not bad. It looks like a continuation up. I just don't know when some of these coins are going to run. So something like Jerry the Turtle here. Jerry the Turtle. And like I keep saying, there's just so many different plays. There's no telling which one's going to be the winner, especially with coins like this. I may start off in the market, especially if we're going to be bearish for the rest of the summer and the market's really going to go sideways and do nothing, which there's a good chance of that. I'm going to find some seed plays to begin with, and then, you know, if something pops off, then I'll be able to get back into some other bigger coins. Like, I really want to catch Ondo and ACH and Elon and so many different other coins before they move. But yeah, you're bullish over 30159 here. 236 is holding 1414, so as long as you hold that, you're bullish. And then this coin, I would say to the top of the fib. I don't know if that's going to happen. It doesn't seem that far-fetched and far away. This is 3-day candles. So if this coin's going to get bought and actually go to the moon, 50x up to pretty much a penny. So a penny, I'd probably get out if it holds up, because if it goes past a penny and goes to 3 pennies, then you're looking at 164x. That's a large move. But those kind of moves happen all the time. Well, not all the time, but they can happen. What's up, Beebs? How you doing? I hope we're future millionaires. Ondo is solid, yeah. He said stop making lists, pick leaders and niches, ones that have the chart to go off. Yeah, I mean, it's still a work in progress. What's up, Zero Cool? How you doing, my man? Basis for everyone. Where's our basis for everyone chart? Yeah, I mean, it's not doing anything. Hold on, I'll pull it up. It looks like that one coin I looked at recently. Damn, what was it that we looked at? Oh, no, it was the one I just covered today. It looks like that KTA coin. To where it pumped, it held up, it's going sideways, and then it just went. Did like a 65,000% move in a year. It's It's ridiculous. High to the low, pretty much got stuck at the 786. You're back down, trying to hold the 0.5. So support right now is 4.8. Have to get over 7 again for some sort of a breakout to the upside. But you are making lower lows and lower highs at the moment. Just depends on what time frame you're looking at. As long as you're over 3.3, you're bullish. I would say once you get over a penny, then you have a breakout to the upside. Why does it look like that? Oh, I guess it's good. But a new high on this one's a 10x from here. If that's going to be it, and it's going to start moving up to 5 pennies would be a 10x. Don't buy green candles, never. Yeah, I learned my lesson the last time now with XCN. I got caught up in the hype, I FOMO'd in, and it took all my money again. Never gonna do it again. If it's running already, I'm not buying it. What's up, Watches? He says Goldfinch. Goldfinch to the moon. What does GFI look like? Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. What is GFI doing? Yeah, I mean, are people still bullish on GFI? They're still releasing tokens. I know it's a Coinbase coin. I don't know what it is about GFI, but I don't think I would ever buy this coin unless it's down here at the bottom still, and you know I made a bunch of profit and it's still not moving. Maybe I would ride it up a little bit. I know it's not. I mean, I know people talk about it a little bit, but just I don't like the chart here. Is it the bottom? I don't know. It kind of hit the final 5-6 support. You're stuck at the 236.618. So you got to get over 94 and then 195 to be bullish again. Would you say the CTO got canned, or what'd you say? The CEO get canned a while back. I have no idea. Miria is trying to run. Miria to the moon. Is Miria, people still buy Miria? Sorry about that. I tried to mute myself before I coughed. I did that one time and someone almost crapped their pants. But as for GFI going anywhere, I don't know. Maybe you're lucky you can get a 20x to $15. You got Ondo. Oh, that was where I really trying to look for Miria. Spell token. Where's Miria? She's at 14% up. She's still getting stuck. There's nothing. She's trying to, I guess you could say, but it's still stuck. So until it clearly gets over this level at 1.2 and closes, and then bullish over 2.02, I wouldn't get too excited. I would say if you can get a weekly close over this 1.2 level, then it may start moving up. But it's It's trying. That's all I can say. But yeah, my question is, are people going to buy me? Is Miria going to actually go up? There's so many different coins. I used to have this on my watch list on Mexi, but I can't use Mexi anymore. But there's just thousands and thousands and thousands of coins. I'd imagine Miria is going to have some sort of a little decent run. 786 retracement would be a 6.5x to 208. Are you going to run up here and hit a new high? No one knows. Find someone with a crystal ball. But if it does, we think it's going to run up there. Pretty much 5 cents would be a 36, 37x. What is it at right now? Oh, sub a penny. Ooh, it is so hot in here. You still like Toshi? Honey Badger? Yeah, whatever happened to Badger? I forgot about Badger. Oh, I'm on the wrong chart. That's why we can't find it. Honey Hive Mapper, Coinbase Coin. Is this one on my thing? I don't know. Oh, this one's way down here. Yeah, I don't know what this coin is. Could be putting in the bottom. What are we on? Weekly candle. Hive Mapper is at the bottom. I would just say gamble on it. I have no idea what this coin does or is. I know it's on Coinbase. I would imagine it's probably a low market cap. When did this thing come out? January 2024 is when it got listed on Coinbase. I would just keep it simple. You got to get over 5.5 and then 10 to be bullish. Short term on Honey. Yeah, it's stuck at the 236 right now. So short term over 3.5 and then bullish over 4.5. That's where I got stuck. Other than that, you can just kind of guess if that's the bottom. It looks like it's trying to form a bottom. Slightly. No, it made a lower low. Never mind. I mean, it looks like it's trying to form a bottom structure there. I'll just keep it that simple. My God, it's so hot in here. Arrow. What is Arrow doing? Yeah, so why are we bearish right now? Is it because of the tariffs? I started typing your name, damn it. Arrow to the moon. Yeah, I mean, it's just doing like the rest of the market. We're just pulling back. You're down below the 3.2, so you're not macro bullish. You're trying to hold short-term bullishness. I mean, that's all we can really say on these coins. If you're looking to buy in cheaper, that's really the only reason we look at them. Because macro-wise, we're just still not bullish. We try to be, but it comes right back down every time. But it's just giving us a chance to buy in. I hope we stay sideways and bearish for the next couple of months so I can actually get in the market and actually have something to be excited about in life. Low to the high, as long as you're below 54 and 64, long-term bearish, short-term bearish. So that leaves in play even coming all the way back down to the 618. We do have the 236 here, so as long as you're below that level, I would look for Arrow to come down another 13% to about 47. Any lower than 47, then it sets you up for a 618 retracement or a low to the high bounce off of that 42 and another 20% drop. But you get another chance at buying around 40 cents on Aerodrome here. And then also you're setting up, of course, as we know, for that beautiful double bottom with a higher low. We'll go up at some point. We're just not there yet. And then I've seen a lot of comments on my Arrow videos. There's people that are bearish on Arrow. I guess because they lost money on it. But no way it's going to 20 bucks. We'll be lucky if we get $5 to $10, they say. But I'd say $20. Arrow's going to blast out of here when we finally take off. That's a 38x almost. I think Arrow, Ondo are real good plays. You still like Toshi? Yeah, a lot of people ask for Toshi, so I'd imagine Toshi's going to have a decent run, but Toshi, I guess, is not doing anything. Yeah, Toshi broke down. And that's why I said when I drew these patterns on this one and dogging me and whatever else, every time I draw those patterns, you just know we're going to be bearish soon. Which I say bearish, but it's just a simple pullback. We're holding support at the 786, so 305 is your support on Toshi. Yeah, and we're holding right on the 382. So we're still technically bullish over 5.4. It's just doing like the rest of the market. The chart doesn't look bad, it's just curling up here. At some point it'll go up. And the reason it got stuck, I believe it was the 618. Yeah, the 618 came into play, that's why we got stuck. So what is Turbo doing? But I still think Toshi, maybe 5, I don't know. That's a lot, I don't know. I don't want to give you guys too much hope. I mean, a 5-cent Toshi's a 93x from here. Just, there's no way all these coins are going to do those moves. So if you want to be realistic with something like Toshi, maybe the next move up is it. It depends on what coin you buy, because that's a 17x up to a penny. So I would say 2 pennies on Toshi at most. I could be wrong. I know it's on Coinbase. Low market cap. People like it. So if you get a 30, 32, 33x out of Toshi and you hit 2 pennies, that's probably a good spot to get out. Yeah, we got, yeah, just like this KTA coin. Kita. I did an update on it today just because it's been running, and I want to see if it hits. You know, if anyone's going to buy or not buy, watch the videos. But this is what I'm talking about. It went up, it went sideways, broke the 382 right here. And then that was all she wrote. 382 broke after accumulation and it was over. So something like this, even though it looks extremely bullish here still, I just can't buy it. The only way I would buy this coin is maybe for a short-term long position trade, just because the chart looks bullish. It consolidated and now it's pumping again. It looks like it's about to break this dollar range. So, you know, just a small little play. It may go a little bit higher, but it looks like it's about to have a 25% spike up to the next resistance at about $1.20. It already went up just a little bit from my update a couple hours ago. And let's see. Yeah, it just looks like it wants to start running again. It doesn't look bad. As long as you're above this box here, that is your low to the high bullish support area. So as long as it's above 60 to 64, you're still bullish, but it's already pushing up. So, and then if it just shoots up to the top of the fib, that's $6 from $1. It's another 6.5x from where you are. Doesn't look bad at all, though. What's up, Laurel? Added to MXC, Moonchain, Rocket, NFA 20X. MXC. Yeah, we've been looking at that a lot recently for you. Yeah, you're always going to have, I mean, everyone's got, which you should not do. I'm not saying you are, but it just reminded me. People get into these coins and they look at what they do. What sector they're in, they get bullish on it, then they end up marrying the coin and they have ridiculous prices and then they just never get out. So just don't be that person, whoever you are out there. Not financial advice. I learned from last time, getting brainwashed by the Shiba Moon boys and the Cardano crew, whatever you want to call them. Just have a comfortable price. You're going to get out your profits and leave some in, but don't forget to take profit and get out, because you will regret it. Yeah, Moonchain is still stuck, still in the downtrend. It looks like you need to get over this 5 level to be bullish and break out, of course. So until that happens, it's still just simply getting stuck here. But short term, you're holding the 382. So high to the low, bullish over 27, 28, and then once you can break over 44 to 49 or 5, then you're bullish, and then that breakout's going to play out. I'm not saying it's going to go to the moon, but at least you get that breakout and you start grinding up. Yeah, how long has Moonchain been out? Holy crap, Moonchain's a dinosaur. Why have I never heard of this one? Moonchain. Oh my god. Moonchain. So Moonchain. Yeah, there you go. A penny and a half is your 6x for an old coin like this. I mean, these are monthly candles, so you just got to keep in mind. Yeah. You said a 20x on Moonchain? That would take you up to about 6 to 7 pennies. No, that would take you up to, yeah, about 6 pennies. So you're looking for 6 pennies on Moonchain. It could happen, but I'm out at a 6x, at a penny and a half. Alts are moving right now. What's up, Brian? How you doing, my man? All alts have only a 3 to 7x and bull runs over. No, not all of them. I'm talking about the old coins. Silver says he's married to XRP and he's having an affair with Zbeck. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if you have the money, you know, something like XRP is probably going to be something big in the future. So if you have the money to invest in it and you're just never going to sell, you know, until 10 years from now, you know, so be it. And then marry the coin, I guess. But like XRP, I just don't see how XRP is going to do any more than like a 3 or 4x from here. The market cap's going to be ridiculously high. He married XRP. Oh no, Silver's not gonna make it. He's holding XRP to $100. Can we look at TARS AI? Beeb says Moonwell to 50. Oh yeah, Moonwell's going to $1. Wait, what did you say? Oh man. So are we forever going to have crypto coins and projects coming out? I mean, they're just never going to stop. They're just going to keep coming out forever. There's going to be more coins than people in the world at some point. It's just like, what do we even buy? Oh, man. TARS AI looks like it's about to take off out of here. Doesn't that look bullish to you guys? What is that? I'm not going to draw anything on it, but it just looks accumulation curl up like it's just about to spike out of here. They're about to full send TARS AI or what? Oh man, you're holding the 0.5, you held the 382. Yeah, this is what we've been saying on TARS AI. If you can get through the 618, I think if you get through this area, get above this volume area at a 15.5, this thing's just going to maybe potentially blast out of here. I don't even know where you can buy this coin. Where can you buy TARS AI at? I wonder if this is on Blowfin. Just accumulate for 2 more weeks till I get paid, and then I'll buy you. Just wait for me. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do to get back in the market. A couple $100 on a maybe two, or a couple of coins on Blowfin that look like they're about to take off, and then I'll just see what happens. Because there's no, I mean, a couple $100 is a lot to me right now, but back in the day when I had over 10K in the market, that felt good. And TARS AI, new high 115, is a 9.5x from here. Next stop up, 618, breakout over 15.5. Then you'll probably have an instant spike up of 117%. So she could be getting ready to do a 2x real soon. And that's all I need with a couple $100. A 2x, 3 to 5x long leverage play. That would be nice. The TARS AI looks good. Yeah, and as for Moonwell, you know what? Let me look at Well again, because we keep looking at the weekly or the macro charts, and then I was thinking to myself, these are monthly candles, so it may not go as high as we want it to. Looking at the wrong damn chart. When I mean, it looks good on the macro monthly chart for Well here. I know Well is going to be a really good play. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's not too far-fetched. There's going to be a couple of, there'll be a handful of coins that do 30x's plus, so that's only a 33x. So yeah, I would say 50 cents definitely, dollars very possible on Well. Unless we have a little baby bull run and nothing happens, then you'll probably get just a little move up here, maybe a 25-cent Well, and then it's over. It's back to the shadow realm. It just all depends. How many people we got in here? 23. Yeah, we're bearish. There's no one here. Yeah, when there's only like 1 or 2 super chats a stream and we got like 20, 25 people, only a few votes on the poll, we're just dead in the water right now. So I guess I didn't miss anything over the weekend because we've just been bearish. Uh, 20x is hopium and 3x will do. That's good. Yeah, just be comfortable with just get your profits and don't be greedy. That's all I can tell you guys. That's what I'm going to do this time. L3 is pumping. What is L3? L3. What is L3? Layer 3. Oh no. Why is this thing pumping? It's getting stuck at the 382. It's trying to stay over the 618. Why do we have that there? High to the low. Alright, 236 held every time it came down here, so the bottom was in and now it's taking off. So right now if we could stay over 8.6, then you possibly have a breakout on your hands. And once you get over 11, new high is in play. L3, I don't know what this coin is, but yeah, she's pumping a little bit here. But it's already starting to sell off. So let's see from the other end. Yeah, you're hitting the 618, the double 618. However way you look at it. Let me pull that over. So the high to the low, I know it looks messy, but 86 up to 96. So if you can stay over 86, you may try to punch through 96, but that's your high to the low, 618. And that's where we're seeing everything get stuck. So if you were holding, bought this one down here and it's pumping, I don't know what to tell you. Take profit and wait till it comes back down. Because we're not in alt season yet, so besides a couple of coins that tried to go to the moon, like ZVCN, we're not there yet. Yeah, no green candle chasing for me. Buy low, sell high. And high can be 100% move, and I'm out. Yeah, 2.5x up to 22 to a new high on this one. Uphold sucks. What's up? Oh, it's on uphold. Okay. Uphold sucks. Let me look. Let me see if I can long that thing on Goldfinch. On Blowfin. Yeah, if I would have just longed ZBCN on Blowfin that day I was looking at it down at the bottom, then things wouldn't be so horrible. Oh yeah, it's not on there, so it was a good try. And when you get your paycheck, list 5 coins and we'll do a poll. Nah, we can't do that. I don't have the money to play around like that. I have to be extremely smart with it as I can be. I can't just gamble on what you guys want me to buy. One day we may do that, but right now I desperately have to get back into the market and play it right and play it safe. What's up, Aaron? XCN. Yeah, XCN's bearish now. Yeah, it seems like every time we hold up in patterns or bullish supports and we're just holding for a week or two and we're trying to be bullish, it just never works out. But I mean, XCN, we pulled it down a little bit. Still technically in our pattern here. Where did our fib go? Someone stole my fib. I don't remember deleting that. So your last hope, any lower than 14, we lost that 16, 6, 16, 7 level. So any lower than your last support, because we had this up here, which you can technically say we broke it and we're back testing, so we're bearish now. So what we're going to do is push the narrative to try to stay bullish once again on XCN. Any lower than 14, then it's over. You're ended up 0.5, 618 retracement, and you're no longer bullish right now. And we could potentially drop down 23, 24%, and then we'll probably do what we've been doing. We'll come down here and we'll just go sideways for a good while, and then we'll go up at some point in the future. What's up, Slava, my man? How you doing? Yeah, didn't we look at Nero? Yeah, which Nero is the CTO one? Yeah, my man Slob, it's hot as hell here in Texas. I think it's 93 outside right now, with the heat index of like 130,000. You step out the door, your shades start to melt off your face. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me, what does the picture look like for Nero, because there's too many damn Nero coins. I don't know why they make more than one. There's even a baby Nero. Nero on Solana, baby Nero, Nero, Nero on base. Yeah, tell me the market cap, because I'm not looking through all these coins. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's the one we looked at already. Is it the one that says... Oh, come on now. You know what? Managed by the community with love, with a heart. Is that it? First Nero on Ethereum, managed by. But what's up, Shad? Yeah, just let me know which one it is. What do I think about Icon? It's going to 0. Bryant the Beast. What is Icon? Icon. Have we not looked at this one? I thought we looked at it. Oh, wow. Let me find a better chart because that's just ridiculous. Icon USD. Come on. Oh my God, I gotta do something about this heat. Yeah, is this it? Icon? I guess it is. We're just gonna roll with it. Just gonna roll with it. High to the low. She's trying to pump here. Keep it simple. Get over 17.5 up to 30. Then you can be bullish. Until then, you're still bearish. Still making lower lows and lower highs. So, like I said, keeping it simple. You got to get over 17 up to 30. Short term, you're over the 236. So if you can get over 14.7 short term, then you possibly are going to make a run for 30 here. So you're getting almost stuck at the 382 at the moment, but if you can pull through, 120% move just to be macro bullish. And then all the way up here for 5.5x to 75. And this coin, yeah, this is an old coin too. So if this thing comes up and hits a 618 retracement from, if that's possibly the bottom, then that's probably your chance to get out. 75 cents to $1, 5x. And if it tags $1, 7.5x. Is it going to wake up and run to the moon and come all the way up here and do a 64, 65x? Probably not. XCN is getting old. Yeah, the XCN Moon Boys will be back. Maybe once we get pumping again. It's just there's no one here because we're bearish still. We're kidding ourselves. We get little pumps and we get happy, but it's little baby pumps and then it's back down. Damn, it's 65 in Colorado. That is nice. It's blazing here. The sun, you go outside, it's like the old Mario game. On the level where you get attacked by the sun. The sun's just coming out of the sky and just slapping the shit out of you every time. It's ridiculous. Even in the shade, it's hot. And it's not even... Temperature's still going to get up over the summer, though, like it always does. 101, 102. Heat index of about 110. And everything's just dry and dead, and there's no water around. The beach is an hour or 2 hours away, and it's just brutal. And you're losing money in the market. You step outside to get some fresh air, and the sun just beats the hell out of you. It's just like, come on now. Someone save me. Oh, man. Mudang is running hard. What are you talking about? No, it's not. Mudang is just doing nothing. You'd love a 10-cent Swift. Oh, yeah, you're going to get it, Beebs. 10-cent Swift is definitely possible. Swiftcoin's got a good overall chart. Swiftcoin's going to rock it out of here. Swiftcoin's got some good targets, too. 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. I think 50 cents is very possible on Swiftcoin. How big of a move is that? I think Swiftcoin's going to be a winner. That would probably be my moonshot, is 50 cents, 37x. But definitely, if I bought Swift, 10 cents, I'm definitely getting out. That's an 8x from here, and definitely at 20 cents. I could see it at 20 cents. So I think 20 cents would be my target. A 16x and then get out. But it's still in the same spot. It's not moving. Still a chance to buy in. Mudang is moving. Let's see if we got to put DZ in timeout finally. Mudang, unless you mean moving to the downside. It's still bullish though. Oh, she's up 3%. Yeah, it still looks good here to me. You're still holding the 618. You're still holding your 236. It came down a little bit, of course, but that would have been the perfect time to set up a long position. I think 236, 618 area. You almost tagged it, but not quite. But you're still bullish here on Mudang. But I wouldn't call 3% pumping or running. What are you guys gonna call these moves when these things have God candles falling in, when they're just absolutely going vertical? You guys gotta call that running or going to the moon? It starts June 12th. Do your research. Where do you do research to see when we're gonna start running? An imaginary La La Land? I have no idea where you would find information to say when we're going. I think ZBET can hit 5 cents. Yeah, I guess that's a bearish target because everyone says ZBET's going to hit $1, $2. Yeah, Ethereum doesn't look bad here. Ethereum's accumulating over the 618. Man, we're about to get a move up. It's just taking so long. It's around 90 in Arkansas. Oh, we got Bryant from Arkansas. Yeah, when I think of Arkansas, I drove by once, and it's just trees everywhere. Thick trees and heat. If I remember correctly. ZBET hit 5. But yeah, Ethereum looks curled up here. Bitcoin's holding up. Mudang's holding up. XRP's holding up. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, ZBET hit 5 pennies. ZBET network. ZBET. I don't know if you guys watched the update earlier, but I updated. It's doing the same thing and it's still holding bullish here. So this thing may not be done. I mean, it's crossing bearish right now, but it did the same thing back here. And then it pulled back. Stock RSI, we pulled back, held bullish, we ran, and we're doing it again. But if you draw a fib from here to here, you held the 236 on the pullback. You draw from here to here, you held the 236 pullback, and we're doing it again. So as long as you're over 5, you're bullish still. It's not breaking down quite yet, but can it hit 5 cents? I would say definitely. If it doesn't completely break down and come all the way back down to the bottom, I think 3 to 4 to 5 cents is very possible. Because from today, that is what? That's an 8x from here. So yeah, definitely I think 5 cents is very possible. 75 in Cali. What's up, Awkward Farmer? ACH. Yeah, we did ACH. It's still holding up very good. It's back down on the bottom to where if I had the funds, I would buy in now. Not financial advice, but perfect time to get in. Back down at the trend line, back down at the bottom. And she's starting to pump again. Damn, she was red when we looked at her earlier.
But yeah, just looking at the overall chart, it's on the trend again. It's holding very nicely. Very beautiful, bullish looking chart. Oh man. Just this stuff, if we could just hang out, let's not move. Just everyone stop where they are. I need 2 weeks to try to get back in on something. So everyone put all their stuff down, quit looking at your phone or your computer, no one buy anything. Just let the market stay still for 2 weeks. When is XDC going to move? I've been holding 80,000 forever. Your snowman melted in South Texas? Yeah. There's just... That's why I wish I lived on the beach on hot days like this. I was trying to think of something to do with my boys this summer because they want to go hunting and camping and fishing and all these different things. And I stepped outside earlier and the sun slapped me. And I was like, man, I'm getting too old for this. We're going to have to go to the water park. Beaches and water park are the trips this summer. There's no hot camping. None of that. They'll be miserable anyway, so they would probably more likely have fun at a water park. Just take them out there and go all out. Get the little canopy, get the service to where they can just bring you food and drinks. My boys would love that. Load up on some spell token. Yeah, if it waits for me. If spell token waits for me, I'm going to load up on something. Oh, man. Damn, I haven't even looked. Can I long spell on Blowfin? I think 101's the bottom for BTC. I don't think we're going lower than that. When is XDC going to move for the beast? XDC network. It's at 6 cents. You're holding 80K worth. And it's holding over to 0.5 at the moment, low to the high. Got to get back over 73.5 or 7 pennies to be bullish again. When is it going to move? I don't know. That's possibly the bottom. All this resistance in here on these monthly candles, you're not just like these other coins we saw. I would have to say that's the bottom. It's up from here. I don't see why it wouldn't. Could it come down more? Of course, because it's crypto and everything sucks. But you're holding 0.5 support, you're holding macro area, so I would have to say the bottom's probably in on the XDC network. So it's just time to start going up from here. We're tired of this. Technically making lower lows, so there's nothing really bullish on it. Only just zooming out to that macro chart, taking out all the noise, you see that probably the macro bottom is in. And the only other thing we can do is got to get back over, got to get back over the 382 bottom end short term and be bullish again. Because if it breaks down from here, then, like I keep saying, then we have problems. I mean, you're holding the 0.5, but you're down below this 0.5, so you got to get back over 6 at the moment. But clearly, if we were to draw a line or a box on the chart, just to kind of highlight the area I'm talking about, we saw this on PNG, LCX, CASPA. Just if you draw that there, you can clearly see the macro support and resistance. So I would have to say that's the bottom. If it breaks down from here, it's never going up. But if it holds, it should start grinding up. But this is what I'm seeing all over the place. These coins are the ones that are on the bottom, the ones that are on macro bottoms like this. There's nowhere else to go but up. There's no bull run, there's no alt season if we start breaking down. New high would be about a 6x up to 36. Yeah, if I was already well off, I would put 5 to 10K in Spell, ACH, Elon, VET, so many different coins, and I would just sit back and wait. They could dip all they want, but I would just sit back and wait and just get ready for my money. That would be nice. to just know you're in the market and you're going to make it. You're going to get all this extra money. Not guaranteed, but it'd be a nice feeling. And I think now I see it. Now I'm seeing the bottoms all over the place. It's like the Matrix. Just my eyes have been open. I just see it everywhere. And people can scream bearish all they want. We're getting to that time, just like last time in 2021, to where just someone flipped a switch and it was just on. And I'm so ready for that. Well, I'm not ready, but I'm ready for that to be the case again. I'm ready to be in the market and be at that point to where you have to just check your phone constantly, take profit, and just do what you can do your best. Yeah, DGen is still getting stuck at the 382 and the 382. So 5, 8, and then 4. Stay over 4, bottom is in, and then bullish back over 5.8 short term, and ultimately 007 is what you got to get over. But it's not doing anything. It came up and got stuck at the 0.5 and the 382, so it's still bearish. This is what we always go over and always say. The price can pump, but if it cannot get over the 382, you're still bearish. I don't think that's going to happen like that, but as long as you're over 3.7, you're still holding, but we're just not moving. But DGen is going to be a good play. DGen will have a nice run up. Yeah, where did our other fib go? The DGen. 20-cent DGen possibly. It's 38x from here. I don't know why I can't get the chart to fix right. Oh well. Man, I gotta go check the air. What's up, Peter? No, we didn't do CTX yet. What's up, beast mode? Bags are loaded. Man, that's nice. I hope you make it. You'll make it. My bags aren't loaded yet. They're not even here. They don't exist yet. 5 million spell is your goal. Do you get paid bi-weekly? Yeah, bi-weekly. You tossed 2K in a Mudang the other night? Oh, wow. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink and I gotta figure out why this air is not working. I'll be right back.
All right, we're back. Hopefully it's not too loud. I got it on high now. I adjusted it. So, yeah, is the music too loud, guys? I feel like it's too loud. There, let me turn it down one notch. See how that works. What are we looking at? All right, what'd I miss? What's up, Roger? How you doing, my man? Yeah, someone said CTX. I think that was Peter. CTX. And like I've said before, it's going to be interesting to look back after the run's over, and we can actually see what coins actually moved and which ones were duds. Oh no. They're just not going to let us win. CTX broke our macro support area. Broke below it, closed below it. Now the green candle's getting stuck at it. Just can't win. Yeah, you're down below the 618, down below our macro trend area, so it puts in play. Damn. Ugh. Don't tell me we're about to break down a little bit. That's a 29% drop down to $1.26 or so. Unless this gets bought back up over the next 28 days. 6 days maybe with a weekly, but the weekly closed and now it's stuck, so that's not good. So possibly we're just setting up for double bottom. So a little bit more bearishness in the market. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, ultimately it's not bullish and it's not looking great at the moment for CTX. So we'll see if CTX ends up breaking down here. Ultimately, you got to get it back over 185 too, and then ultimately 370. But yeah, it doesn't look great for CTX at the moment. Monthly candles were holding this area, and then it broke, and now it's back testing, so it's bearish right now. And then Spell token. I think Spell, most bullish case scenario is going to be a penny, if I remember correctly. But the reason I like Spell and the reason I'm bullish on Spell, of course, is the chart. Just as with Elon and ACH and so many other coins. Just a nice looking chart that hasn't moved. See Spell's down on the bottom. Are we still holding? Oh yeah, we're getting a little pump, so I guess it held. So we've been holding the 786 support. Low to the high. 786 support at 5 and the trend. And we held it and we're pushing up again. But as for a target on Spell, yeah, now would be the perfect time to buy in on Spell for me, not financial advice. Just like with Elon. It looks like we're about to get a bullish cross on the monthly stock RSI, hopefully. Just like back here. And then we went up and put in the higher high. So yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. I don't think Spell's going to wait for me. It might, because these are monthly candles, so hopefully it hangs around here for the next month and doesn't move. But as for Spell, I don't think Spell's going to 100x out of here. Spell, 786 retracement. Yeah, if I get in on Spell and get a 10x, 618 I think is very possible. 006, pretty much half a penny. 10, 11x. And then if you're bullish on it, if it pulls at XCN or ZBCN, maybe you get a penny. It'd be a 24, 25x from here. Yeah, I do like Spell. I like the chart.
I have no idea, my man. I don't know what I'm gonna buy. Like I said, I have to pay bills first, and then if I have anything left over, it may be a couple $100. So it's probably gonna be a couple $100 on. I have no idea, to be honest. I'm probably gonna put some money on Blowfin and try to do a safe long bet play with something that's potentially going to move up from where it is. Maybe Spell. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take for Spell to move up. But yeah, I can do a long play on Spell. I miss ZBCN. What's the next ZBCN? I know you guys said Spell at one point. I mean, Spell doesn't look horrible. We'll see how it plays out, though. Yeah, I think the market's going to kind of wait for me. At least let me get in on one coin with a couple $100, long position, and then if it pumps, then I'll be back. Just got to play it safe. What's up, Roger? Or not Roger. What's up, Ross? How you doing, my man? Certainly are getting a great opportunity to stay in with these lows, decent entry levels in a few coins. Yeah. If they could just hold out for 2 weeks till I get my paycheck. Spell token is next. I'm beginning to think so because you guys were telling me about XCN, which we were covering, and it ran. And then you guys were bullish on ZVCN, and then it ran twice now. So you guys are going to have me FOMO into Spell. Yeah, like right now, put in a 20x long position on Spell. It's only up from here. If I could catch something like that, that would be, I don't want to say life-changing, but that would turn things around for me. If I got like a 20x play and it actually started to pump, that would be nice. That's my goal. Snatics. You gonna spot buy or leverage? To begin with, I'm gonna leverage because it increases your returns. Not crazy leverage. You can easily do a 3x leverage long like on Spell here, and there's probably no way you're gonna get stopped out. You know, you got to play it safe. But, you know, you put a couple $100 on Spell here. I mean, as poor as I am. And then you get a move up. So if that's the bottom for Spell, and this thing actually, over the next, coming months, we slowly grind up or whatever the hell it's going to be, I'll take a slow grind. I don't care. But it's been making higher highs and higher lows. So if it comes up here and wicks above the 3-2 and does almost a 400% move, so that's a 5x. So a 5x times 3 or a 5, you can even do 5x leverage and it's good, but 3x is safe. So that would be a 15x. So I could get a 15x out of Spell token here just to get me back in. I mean, it may take a couple months to get my profits, but it's not too bad. Because out of what, $200 times the 15x, that could turn into $3,000 over the next couple months, and then I'm back. And then I'll take that $3,000, probably divide it and do $1,500 each on 2 different coins and do the same thing, and then just get back into the market. And then when I get enough money, I'll be able to buy like Ondo and the big coins I want to buy. If you got a 20x play, would you quit your job? Depends on how much money I make. Depends on how much money I had in there. If I could get up to like $1,500 play and get a 20x, then maybe. But I'm hoping to make enough money this year to where I can. That way I can have the money, and then I'll have the YouTube channel. He says World War III is about to break. I need cash. I think growth for silver looks right. Need about 6 to 7K. What's up, Harlem? What's up, Dave? Is ABT cooked? Nah. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. But the whole market's bearish right now, so everything's pretty much coming down. But we came down, but we're starting to bounce again already. And everything kind of held up. And ARC block hasn't moved. It's still stuck in the downtrend. Still stuck below the 76 at 90. ARC block is bullish once it gets back over $1. The 382. So 90 up to $1, then that's your possible breakout. So if ARC block gets back over $1, you're probably breaking back to the upside, but it's just not moving. But it's not cooked. Just the whole market's doing the same exact thing. Bunch of nothing. We get a little move up, and then it's back down and sideways. And then we're going to move up, and it's back down and sideways. So depending on how the market goes, you know, we could easily just be in for nothing for a while. Next month, it's just this. Bullish, back down, bullish, back down, bullish. And then we finally go up at some point. Just messes with us. What's going on with QNT? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Is it still above 100? Is QNT still above 100? That's the question. We're waiting on the monthly candle for QNT to close. If the monthly candle for QNT closes over 100, then let's see. I think we got like what, 28 days left. Whoa. Yeah, I wasn't here for the last 3.5 days. 3 days. Oh no. Whoa. What did I do? QNT, monthly chart. Get the damn pin off the screen. Let's pull this back. So. Oh my God. Yeah, we're about to go. Everyone get ready. Everyone go call your mom and tell her you're about to go. You're about to make it. Oh my God. Dude, you guys see this? That just got me excited. I've been saying forever now, unless it breaks back down into the pattern here, but once we get a weekly or a monthly candle to close over our yellow line, staying over 100, we're bullish. It may not feel like it. Oh, you guys are going to get so rich. All right, that tells me that we're going to have alt season and bull runs coming. QNT has finally done what I've been wanting it to do forever now. Because every time it comes up here, there's either a wick or a candle, monthly candle. It just gets stuck right at our trend line. And then it's over. It's over. So we closed above and we're back testing, or we're holding over 100. So as long as QNT is over $100, I would say it's up only for QNT from here. Let's go. Oh, man. Yeah, because I haven't moved this line in forever. Touched it there. All these candles. Oh, man. What's your job? Working in a warehouse. I don't know if you guys have ever worked in a warehouse. It's kind of like an Amazon warehouse. It's a big, huge building to where they give you 5 minutes to walk from where your station is just to go to break time. So they give you an extra 5 minutes for your 15-minute break. And then an extra 5 minutes to walk back. So it's a 5-minute walk just to do a 15-minute break, and then it's over before you know it, and you got to walk all the way back. It's kind of brutal. But yeah, it is what it is. What's up, Crypto Meolysis? How you doing, my man? Crypto sucks. I hate crypto. Super might surprise 100x. Super, yeah, we haven't looked at Super in a while. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Harlem. Does that make you guys bullish? Yeah, like I said, I was working for the last 3 days. I didn't get to look at anything. I can't believe Q&T closed. I'm not even in the market, and that's got me excited. I'm ready for people to pile back into the channel. I'm ready to be bullish. Everything I'm seeing, like I said earlier, it's like seeing the Matrix finally. It's just like even just this confirms it for me. That it's just time to start grinding up, and then at some point, even if we grind slowly for the summertime and really do nothing, at some point we're just going to go completely straight up. And if you want to be conservative on Q&T, I would say $800 to $1,000. Personally, if I had Q&T, $1,000 Q&T, and I'm out. It's a 9.5x from here, pretty much a 10x. But there's a lot of people, which we've been covering, excuse me, forever. Q&T is probably going to hit $2,000 to $5,000. So if it hit $2,000, I'm definitely out. That's a 19, 20x. And then if it's going to hit $5, that's your moonshot, I would have to say. That's a 47x. That's a large move, because you got to realize these are monthly candles. Is this going to happen again? Depends. Like I said, if we just start grinding up with some green candles here and we get up to some certain level, what's that? Yeah, if by like August, September, if we're up here above 260, above the 786 holding, then there's a good chance $1,000 to $2,000 maybe. But yeah, I would say $1,000. If I had Q&T and if it hits $1,000, just get out. Don't be greedy. Maybe you hold a bag for the future to see if it's going to hit $5,000, but don't get greedy. Because that's a large run. That's a large move for this thing to grind its way up here, and then come October or whatever, $800 wicks up to 1,000, and it's over. And then it's bear market. I just don't want you guys to be greedy. Just have a plan, have a target, and just get out. Just because they say $2,000 to $5,000, just be smart about it. Divorce and no job sucks. Yeah, it does. I agree with you, Roger. What's up, Birds? You worked in a warehouse where managers use electric scooters to get around. Yeah. They don't use scooters. They use forklifts, little forklift things. They ride around all over the place. When it's break time, they jump on their little thing. It's not really a forklift. I don't know what it's called, but then they just shoot up to the break room, and by the time we get there, we're all tired. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, 15 quant, bullish. I would like to have gotten some quant, but I never did. I mean, that's not bad, 15 quant. Maybe when it runs to $1,000, take about 60% out, and then just let the rest ride to see if it's going to hit $5,000 a coin. I don't know where you bought in or how much you spent on them, but what is that, 15K to 1,000? That's not bad. If I made 15K, I'd pay off my truck right now. What am I missing? But yeah, that gets me kind of excited for the market. Like, what are we looking at? What's the next level for QNT? If it stays over 100, 132. But there's a good chance you're over the 382 now. Once this thing finally starts moving again, of course 132, but it's probably coming all the way up here. It's not that bad of a move. It's only 63%, 174, 175. So until all season is here, you may get a good pump. Damn it, my computer screen glitched. But you get the idea. A move up here, 618. Why are my things going crooked? It's just crypto for you. Nothing's ever right. And then pull back and then grind up. But I would say if it comes up to 175, it's probably going to get stuck. It depends on what the market's doing. What's up, Fernando? Yeah, you're exactly right. ETH has to wake up. But ETH is looking bullish too. I mean, QNT breaking out like that, and then Ethereum looks like it's about to start going up. I mean, it already is bullish. We're holding the 618 on the monthly, the weekly. It's curling up, 3-day. It just looks like ETH wants to wake up here soon and start moving up. Yeah, I don't know why people are so bearish. I understand the tariffs in the world and World War III and whatever else is going on, but the charts are telling us something else. And the fact that we're in 2025, I think we're about to get a move up over the trend again and hopefully hold over 28. QNT 87K 2032 supposedly. Yeah, that's a long time away though. What's that, 7 years away? We don't have no idea what's going to happen in the next 7 years in the world. Don't even know if QNT is going to be around. But that gets me excited for the channel because I need the super chats and the people to come back into the channel so I can actually make money on this, what I'm trying to do here. Need safe place in my life right now. Yeah, I'm the same way. I know not everyone agrees with my little rollover thing, but I do believe a lot of these older coins, all these Coinbase coins, they're at least going to 3 to 5x. So if you can just kind of try to rotate, maybe buy 5 different coins, and once one pumps 3 to 5x, roll that over into another one, and then when you get another one to pump, roll it over into another one. But that's my thing. I got to play it super safe because I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to be on the channel and have this, but I don't want to be poor anymore and having to worry every day. Yeah, Ethereum Classic will pop off just like the other coins. We just need ETH to run. Oh wow, Iron's got 243 quant. Oh my god. Dude, Aaron's a beast. Aaron's a beast. 243 quant. Yeah, so I would definitely say quant's gonna hit $1,000. So I don't know how well off you are now, but that's not bad at all. If I had that right now, I'd be excited. Sub James, charts are telling me we're gonna have a 98, 96 in Bitcoin, and then we go up. Yeah, I mean it's possible. Like looking at Bitcoin, we could very well dip down there, which is not out of the question. But my whole thing is, I think we're gonna hold. We're still holding the 103, the 1272 here. I don't know. Yeah, I mean we could, but I don't see it happening. what was our... Yeah, that's where I got the 101. I mean, we could always get a dip down, but I think this 101 is going to end up holding with at least a candle. If we wick down to that 98, 96K, so be it. Bear trap, and then everyone sells, and then it just up and over. So yeah, it could happen, but I'm still holding up hope that it doesn't. I mean, that would be normal. We say normal, but it's crypto. Yeah, didn't someone say Supra earlier? Supra's going on 100x. Yeah. Hopefully none of you guys here on the channel are holding out hope for a 100x. I mean, I guess if you have the extra money to throw out a coin like Supra and just let it ride to see what happens, then it'll change your life probably. You know, so be it. But I do not have that mindset anymore. I used to have that mindset last cycle to where Shiba was going to go do 100x, whatever it was going to do, all the way to a penny. So many people held and they regret it. Supra, super bullish on Supra up to 18 to 20 cents. I would say be your best bet. It's a 40x. But possibly the bottom is in, so it's not a bad spot to be buying in. I don't know what Supra is, but there's just so many coins now. I hope it 100x's for you guys. I want you guys to be, you know, financially free and make what you need to make. But I think we've been doing good. I mean, here on this channel, we've been looking at the charts and looking at the bottoms, and I think we're prepared. I will be prepared soon, hopefully. But you got to get over 007 and then a penny to be bullish. Breakout over 2.5. Don't get me happy. My daughter removed torn October 5th. I'm still thinking the market's going to go. We're probably going to be just slow, doing nothing, maybe up a little, sideways and down, you know, just a chop. And then I still think November, December is going to be the blow off top, if we're going to have one, and then it's over. But congratulations on having a daughter, my man. Yeah, I've lived through it all already. I've had 4 kids, and it's great times. Enjoy it. I don't know if you have kids already, but it goes by really fast. 2 of my daughters are graduated now, and it's just like a blink of an eye, they were kids. But yeah, we'll keep getting little pumps, and then we'll pull back, pump, and then pull back. It's just the way it is. Can we look at mask? It's been taken off. ZBCN long term, 4 to 5 pennies on ZBCN. Long term, people are saying $1 to $2. So if you're going to hold it for the next couple of years, for the next bull run, maybe, like I said, you don't even know if there's going to be another bull run. It's going to depend on what happens this time. If we actually have a big bull run, a super cycle like the big influencers are saying, and we just, you know, crypto's back, then that'll be exciting for the future. It'll actually help get us through the bear market. But if we have a really crappy bull run and none of you guys hardly ever make money, a lot of people just hold their bags, then it's going to be extremely hard to sit through the bear market and even try to come back next time. Because then you're going to be like, what's the point? Better off investing in other things. I don't know. we're so diluted now, so I don't know what the market's going to do. And just imagine how many coins are going to launch in the bear market. I don't know. Maybe we won't even have a bear market anymore. Maybe it'll just be meme coins all the time. Pumping out meme coins and people getting rich in the bear market, and then they die and go to zero. Yeah, Mass got a little pump. It's over the 236. It's trying like the rest of the market. Got to get over 420 and then 1060. But it's still making lower highs. Once you break that, then you can be bullish on it. So pretty much once you get over the 382, once you get over this 420 level, then you could be happy. Or excited at least, not happy. The Mass Network to 20 bucks, it'd be almost an 8x. Mass Network to a new high to 140. Probably not. That's a 53x. I don't know what Mass gives, but I can't keep saying every coin's hit a new high and going to do 50x's. It's not possible. Still holding 50 million Shiba. Well, when it 10x's, get out. Financial advice. I think it's going to 10x around there. Hopefully. I don't know. Shiba's been doing nothing forever. But it's like XRP and these other coins. A lot of these bigger influences that I follow, it's always a shocking Shiba video or a XRP video or something like that. So people will pile in at some point. Jasmy's the easiest 35x out there. Yeah, I like Jasmy. I think Jasmy's going to surprise. Because last time, I mean, throughout the whole time down and sideways, Jasmy's been slowly growing. The community is huge. They got all their tokens out. So I think it's actually going to surprise this time. It's actually going to run. But it's still down here doing nothing. But once it gets back over 18.6, you can be bullish, and then over 5. Once it gets over 5, then it's too late to buy in. Yeah, I think fair price is anywhere from 30 to 50 to 60 cents. So yeah, I agree with you. 50 cents is very easily done. I don't know. I've been saying it forever. I've been in the camp of $1. We'll see what happens, but I still think I would hold a moon back to $1. I would take like more than half my profit and let the rest ride to see if it's going to hit $1, but we'll see. I still think it may have a chance, but that is a large move. What did you say? Can Skibby do 100x? What is that? SKBDI. SKBDI. You're talking about, what is that? Skibbity toilet? Yeah, funny story. My son was playing a game. I think it was on Roblox. And one day he was talking about Skibbity toilet. I knew about the coin, and I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, how do you know about Skibbity toilet? And he was like, it's a game. I was like, oh, so that's where the coin came from. And he showed me, and I was like, yep, that's it. Skibbity toilet. 100x out of here. Get me out of here. Can Skibbity toilet 100x? I would say, every time you guys ask me that, my first thought is no. No way. But I mean, I would probably throw 50 bucks on here just for a gamble 100x play, of course. If I get the funds, I want at least 10. I want at least 10 coins that I can put like 50 bucks in. So if you're lucky, an 80x to $3 on Skibbity toilet, I would say that'd be your moonshot. Comes back up to the high. What was it? $1. So $1.50 would be pretty much a 40x. But as for 100x, If it comes up to $3, then yeah, you'll get your 100x, but you'll probably wick above that. Could it? It could, I guess. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you, but there's so many coins now. Even though we look at the moonshots, but that's the whole reason. I mean, to get an 80x on $50, just throw 50 at it, and if it goes there, it goes there. If it goes up and you're happy with your profit, just take it out. If it never does nothing, goes to zero, then you're out $50. Not a big deal. But buying something like that, you know, let me pull it up first. So where are we at? Skibbity, skibbity, skibbity. I'm trying to get it to pull up, but I don't know what it's doing. Skibbity toilet. Why are you not popping up? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, why is it not popping up? All right, there we go. There we go. But yeah, skibbity toilet here. Everything I just said. And you can clearly see $3 would be the high, but that's an 80x. It doesn't look horrible, just like all the other coins. It's curling up with higher highs and higher lows, so it's probably going to start grinding up. Once you get over 8.5, you're bullish. Back over 2020 or 22 rather, then you have a possible breakout to the upside. But like I said, the dollar range here, you know, if it comes up near the high, you're getting a 20x. Just be comfortable with your profit. But like I said, if you throw $50 on here, you're either going to lose the $50 or you're going to make some sort of a decent profit. If you're lucky on your coin, you'll get an 80 to 100x. But it'd be nice to have 10 different gamble plays like that just to see what happens. You're still here eating. If people watch enough of the ridiculous XRP Trust Me Bro videos, they develop FOMO. Yeah, I agree. What's up, John? Yeah, I think that's the plan too. Once you make your profit, if you're going to buy anything in the bear market, just buy Bitcoin. Less risk, and you won't end up losing your money throughout the bear market buying coins and they go to zero forever. What about Pingu? Yeah, let me make sure. The chat's been kind of going. I didn't miss any super chats, did I? Let me check. All right, no, we just have the one. Ari saved the stream. We've been on for almost 2 hours, so it's probably going to end very soon. But I do appreciate you guys coming in here. Let's look at Pingu. But at some point, we're going to make it. The little baby run we had with the XCN and the people piled in, and there were what? I think there were 200 people here one night. Got a little bit nuts. But just imagine when we're actually going, when these coins are full sending, just how crazy it's going to be. And you guys are going to be excited. So hopefully we're teaching each other well, because I don't want you guys that have been here forever asking me a million questions when they're going to the moon. I'm just going to say, take profit, just take your money out, be happy. Don't be greedy. But yeah, hopefully all you guys are preparing now, which I think you are. So you guys aren't going to be the ones chasing green candles when we're doing this. When we're going vertical, you're not going to be buying in up here, thinking it's going to just continue to run. Hopefully you guys are bitten like you have been, buying down here. Just like with XC in here. We were watching it all in here, getting ready, get ready. She's about to go, and then it's just over. So these coins like Spell and ACH and all these different coins that are still down on the bottoms, they're going to be up at the moon before we know it. And it's going to be great times. Yeah, when you guys make money, hopefully you don't disappear. Hopefully you at least come back to the channel to say bye. Before you ride off into the sunset with your money. Yeah, Pingu is still bearish. It's back down below. You're holding bullish right now. So short term, as long as you're over pretty much 1 penny, you're bullish. You got to get back over 1.1. You're just below that level again. Yeah, all the monthly candles are getting stuck here. So when you zoom out, you can clearly see what's happening. Take out the noise. Once you get over this 113 area, I would say definitely 28 days. If you can get a monthly candle over this, then I would say you're officially finally bullish, because the weekly candle's held, but now you're breaking down, back testing. So, and then someone said, will Pingu run if NFTs come back? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't think there's room for NFTs to come back. There's too many meme coins, too many regular coins, too many altcoins. Well, the same thing, but you get the idea. They're launching coins every second. I don't know if there's enough money for NFTs to ever come back. But Pingu, new high, 15 cents, will be a 14x from here. Utility is the key. He says, give me some hopium for OXT. Is there hopium for OXT, my man? Are you streaming tonight? Because it's already 6:30 here. And like I said, I'll probably end up getting off soon. It's been 2 hours. But we came out of the gate hot. I've been constantly talking since I've been on here. OXT. This thing looks like CTX, my man. Exactly. You know that? Where it tried to hold this bottom and then it broke. And now you're below that. So let's see here. Hopium wise. Hopium is this has to be the bottom. So put all the rest of your money in. Nah, there's nothing bullish on OXT. I mean, if you don't go by the fibs or anything else, it's just going sideways. I would just say it's trading in this, it's just sideways channel action. Damn, it is all the way back down here. You're down below the 786 support, so you have to get back over 6.1. I don't see any other way around it. But the positive thing is on the monthly, that could be the bottom. The monthly stock RSI is back down here, so yeah, I would say it's getting close to a bottom. Unless it's going to zero, I wouldn't be too worried. It looks like it should start going up from here. Nothing bullish about it. Lower highs and lower lows, of course. Or did it make an even low? Oh no, I made a lower low. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to have to go look at what OXT is. I need to go look at their Twitter and their website. I have no idea. But I think you said this one's on Coinbase. I mean, it's down and it's sideways, so it's not horrible. At some point, it's going to wake up and move. When did this coin come out? I don't know where you want it to go. I think you said $1. If it's going to come back to life, I would say 618 retracement would be your best bet. 5.5x from here. But yeah, the only hopium I would say is that it's got to be close to a bottom. I mean, it's down below the 786, so that does put in play 4.5 again. But there's a good chance if it comes down here, drops 22%, there's no guarantee that's going to hold. I think it's all going to depend on the market. We need the market to bounce right now. Ethereum and Bitcoin need to start going up so they can suck OXT up before OXT gets sucked into the shadow realm. All the way back down to 3 pennies. That would suck. I hope it doesn't, my man, but damn. I mean, just looking at the chart going sideways, I would have to say the bottom is probably in. Ari says I won't disappear. You'll be surprised when people make their money, they're just gone. Did everyone give up on XCN? Yeah, a lot of people are. It's just doing nothing, so people are getting disappointed. But yeah, I hope it goes up. Yeah, you'll be there at some point. Like I keep saying, at some point the candle will spawn in for you, and you'll be back. You'll slowly get that grind up, and then it'll go. It'll be at 30 to 50 cents, and then you can be happy again. But last bit of hopium on it. I mean, if this is on Coinbase and it's still down here, and you're still upset about it, and I've already made money, or we've all made money on other coins, and it still hasn't moved, I would definitely throw some money in down here, wherever it's going to be, because I do believe it will go up. Not how far, but it will at some point. 30 minutes, all right. I appreciate the 2 crypto analysis. Thank you for the hopium. I'm still holding. I appreciate the 2. All right, yeah, but we're going to end it here. I do appreciate you guys coming in here, spending a couple of hours. I will be streaming every day this week. I don't know about the weekends. It's going to depend on how the job affects me again, because it kind of kicked my butt a little bit. I'm not used to that. Yeah, KeyCat we look at all the time. Large wick. Still clearly stuck in the downtrend. Sold off instantly. 618 retracement, you're below at 48, and then going from this low to the high. KeyCat, you're down below the 382, holding the 0.5, so your support right now is 4. If you can get back over 48, you're bullish. If not, if you lose 4, 618 retracement comes into play. But I would imagine it's probably going to try to keep testing this downtrend at the 382. But once you get over 48, then you'll break the trend and be good. Until then, downwards move is in play. 26% drop to 003. But yeah, I just can never see myself buying these kind of coins with these charts like this. This one, I don't know where it's going. Yeah, I have no idea where KeyCat's going. I don't know what KeyCat is. 4.5x to 2. 10.5x up to 5 pennies, and if it's going to go higher than that, you think it can hit 12 cents. It's not even at a penny yet. 25x. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. None of this is financial advice. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck in everything you do. Be safe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.